it's very important and imperative that we have a voice in making sure that the I-20 corridor is respected and protected. And we believe, as a board and as the citizens that's standing with me today, that for economic vitality and for equity, that rail should be on the table for the I-20 corridor in our community. The Board of Commissioners taking some steps, our CEOs taking some steps, our citizens that stand with us have taken a step that we do believe that if we don't have rail, we can't support an additional penny. Right. And so we stand in firm agreement with that, and we're asking our roundtable to make a redirection to put that back on the table for consideration. And so with that being said, as the Larry Johnson, the County Commissioner presiding officer, we have a few people who are going to speak as it relates to that perspective.
Well, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Honored to be here to stand with these DeKalb County citizens. We are in support here for transit and good comprehensive transit throughout the region. And in order to have that, it's important that the citizens of DeKalb County who've invested in transit have a history and a tradition of investing in transit by the support of the penny that we've given to MARTA for some 30 years. Make sure that all areas of the county and all areas of the region that are significantly populated get our citizens where they need to go. We've got to move people to jobs. And so it's important that we send a message to the executive committee of the regional roundtable and to the roundtable members. I serve on that roundtable, that it's important that we have that line that goes into South DeKalb. Right now there's some proposals on the table. Nothing concrete has yet come from the roundtable. I'm working every day along with the commissioners, lobbying the members of the roundtable to ensure that we have that. It's important. This was the #1 rated line by the MARTA board recently. And so we need to ensure that this area of the county and of the region is served. And so I'm just honored today to stand with each of the commissioners that you see here today and our other elected officials that are here, and most importantly, the citizens. I believe after we leave here today, we're going to go to the executive committee meeting of the roundtable that's going to be held downtown. I'll be there, and I think many of you all are going to join us as well, and we're going to make our voices heard. But this is not just about what we as individuals want. This is about what makes good sense. If we're going to address traffic congestion in the Atlanta region, #1, we've got to start with transit, and we've got to go to those areas where people live, where the greatest populations of greatest concentrations of people are, and we've got to move people to the job centers. And that's what we have here. So this is an important line. It's critical, we think, to getting the referendum passed in the region and to serving our citizens throughout the region. And so I'm honored to be here. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer, for the opportunity to talk, and I'm going to turn the mic back over to you, Commissioner May, and to others. Thank you all.
Let me, again, my name is Lee May, Commissioner, District 5. I represent Lithonia, some of Stone Mountain, some of Decatur, Ellenwood, and Conley. I am the Deputy Presiding Officer of this committee, but we have, along with Fulton County, for 2 years now, have met consistently regarding the transportation infrastructure of our region. DeKalb County has proven to be a strong regional partner, not just in word, but in investment as well. We have paid into Grady Hospital for decades now, knowing and understanding that that is to support literally the entire state. We've paid that 1 cent sales tax to support MARTA transit for this region. We all know the effect that's had on our region. Us, along with Fulton and Atlanta, has done that. So we've been good, strong regional partners. And so today we stand to say that we have to have that investment returned to DeKalb County. If you look at South DeKalb County, we currently have no rail stops in South DeKalb County at all. And so now we're being asked to support another 1 cent sales tax for transit and transportation as a whole throughout this region. So what we'll find ourselves, if I-20 rail project is not included, we'll find ourselves in a place where we're paying 2 cents on the dollar for transportation and for transit, and we will get no direct benefit from that. That's unacceptable. And at the end of the day, the voters have to have something that they can support in order to tax themselves another 1 cent sales tax. And I don't think the people of Central and South DeKalb County, or DeKalb County as a whole, or the region will support a section of the region that has been a great partner in investment throughout the decades being left out, because that's what's being looked at right now. The executive committee in their recommendations have some good projects involved in there. But there is no project that is better than the I-20 rail project. And so today we stand to say we want to have the I-20 rail project included in the executive committee's recommendation to the overall roundtable. At the end of the day, if I-20 is not included in the project, I cannot be supportive of this transportation referendum. And I will ask everyone behind me and everyone that I represent to not support the transportation referendum. It's not that we are not being a good regional partner. I've just told you we've been great regional partners over the years. But we have to have investment in our communities. Rail will bring jobs. Jobs will bring a better quality of life for all of the citizens of DeKalb County. And that's what we're here today to talk about. So thank you all for coming. I'm going to now turn it over to Super District Commissioner Stan Watson.
All right. Thank you so much. I think that what has been said is just what we're here for today. One of the things that we have to do, not only have we been a partner, but we have been in DeKalb County, all of DeKalb, a key stakeholder. Not just a partner, but a key stakeholder in healthcare, a key stakeholder in transportation. One of the things I like to see, and a constituent of mine last night at a meeting, Curtis Parker, told me, he said, Stan, this may not even go far enough from Indian Creek to Stonecrest. He said, wouldn't it be great if we took the rail line from Indian Creek all the way up to Perimeter CID, to Dunwoody, and run it all the way down to Stonecrest? And that would be another start. But we have invested our future and our dollars for the last 30 years being a great partner and stakeholder for healthcare and for transportation. I, along with the people that's standing here today, Super District District 6, we see Elaine Boyer, we see people from Lithonia, we see people from the State House, we see community activists, we see both black and white. This is a collective effort to say no to anything that does not include the I-20 corridor going down to Stonecrest Mall, and we stand in firm agreement that this is going to happen. We've gone through the process of the policy. Now it's time for the politics, and we're here as a group to make it work.
Okay. All right. Commissioner Boyer.
Good afternoon. And a lot of you would wonder why I would stand here. Well, I'm not only the longest serving commissioner, but I've lived in DeKalb County most of my life. I graduated from Clarkston High School. I grew up in Clarkston. And my family's invested in MARTA. We've been paying the penny. And to think that DeKalb County would be ignored after being a leader in the region and not get back the investment into the area is inconceivable. And so I stand with my fellow commissioners and those surrounding to say that if in fact people would even consider voting for this, yes or no, not to give credit to DeKalb County for their investment and their forward thinking is just wrong.
Yes, it is.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ronald Ramsey. I represent the 43rd Senatorial District. My district runs from Columbia Drive on I-20 through Rockdale County. At one point, the I-20 corridor was considered the top-rated area by the ARC in its Concept 3 study. And how it could go from the top-rated spot to not a place at the table at all on our future plans is inconceivable, and it is unacceptable. And I applaud my commissioners for standing with us this afternoon with all the citizens of DeKalb County to ensure that DeKalb County has its place at the table and that we get what our citizens deserve. Thank you. Good afternoon.
My name is John Evans, and I represent the DeKalb NAACP, and I see we have some loyal NAACPers in the House. First of all, it's a disgrace for the roundtable, whoever they are, to not include I-20 corridor in the plan. It just shows the disrespect that they have for some of us. And we have to go and tell everybody that there's no way, shape, form, or fashion that we will support that additional penny transportation tax if the I-20 corridor is not included. It's just unimaginable that they would do that. But I know one thing. The system, will do whatever it takes to disregard, especially blacks on the south end of this county, and we are taking note of that. The county is important to us. The whole county is important to us. But we know what has happened over the years to blacks in this county, and we will not support anything where they're leaving us out. And we want to say that plainly and clearly, and for those who are in the system, we want to let them know we are coming full force. Thank you.
All right.
Good afternoon. My name is Jake Cunningham. I represent District 5 on the DeKalb County School Board, which runs from County Road all the way out to Rockdale. But I'm here today, you may ask what the school's got to do with this. At the end of the day, we educate our kids. We want our kids to come back and have a future in our county. The rail line will bring jobs, will cut down on crime, will have a value to our community as kids want to come back and live in DeKalb County as they graduate from high school and go to college. So it's very important that we have an infrastructure whereas we can bring businesses to our community. And I've lived here all my life. I graduated from Walker High School. So it's very important and grew up in the County Road in the southern end of DeKalb County. And as a taxpayer now, I want my kids to come back and live in this community. Thank you.
Morning, I'm David Shutton, President of the Organization of DeKalb Educators. I just want to echo what the people before me have said. Without the I-20 rail corridor, this 1 cent penny sales tax has no chance of getting even close to a quarter of the votes in DeKalb County. It's not fair to the citizens of Fulton and DeKalb to be left off the table when we have done more than pay our fair share for the last 3 decades. It will not only benefit citizens in South DeKalb, but it will benefit citizens in Rockdale, Henry, Walton, and Newton County as well. And this 1 cent sales tax will not pass the region without DeKalb County coming out in force in favor of it. You need to take notice today.
Thank you.
I want to emphasize that at 1 o'clock, and it's 12:20 now, the executive committee of the roundtable will be meeting down at ARC headquarters. So it's important. I sit on the roundtable, not on the executive committee, but I'm watching. So I'm going to be heading down to that meeting shortly, but it's important that all of us head down to that meeting. There is a comment section right at 1 o'clock when the meeting begins. And I want to make sure that everybody from DeKalb County who wants to speak has an opportunity to speak and be heard. So as many of you as we possibly can. I think we got a bus. We got a MARTA bus, right? We got a MARTA bus. All right, thank you. Thank you, commissioners.
All right.
Thank you, Board of Commissioners. We got a MARTA bus and the MARTA folks. And so we're going to get our folks down there.
I want to thank you all for coming out and being a part. We're about to head down to ARC at the Loudermilk Building on Edgewood, but I want to thank Harold Buckley, one of our MARTA board members, for arranging for us to have a bus that's going to take us down to the center and bring us back. So we don't have to stay long, but I need everybody that's with me today. Let's all go down there on the bus and get ready. So thank you, Mr. Buckley and MARTA. Thank you.
Thank you.